What up?
Hi.
What's going on?
We are the Transplants Podcast. I am Matt.
I'm Dean.
And we're here to give you another video.
Video.
This is Jigsaw. And we're going to do a trailer reaction for it. And it's a product of Lionsgate.
Yes.
So,
Better be good.
who can say?
It's a 2-hour video watching someone do a puzzle.
Best ones are. You want university? Play by the rules.
Any identification on the victim?
Here's a piece.
But Jigsaw has been dead for 10 weeks.
It's not him. Can't be.
This was on the body. The truth will set you free.
Yikes.
I'm chasing a dead man.
Interesting music choice.
I like trying to do stuff like this.
Live or die. The choice is yours.
You know what happens if we don't follow the rules?
The blood under the fingernails of our victims, John Kramer's the Jigsaw killer.
That's impossible.
Game's gonna be won. It's Jigsaw.
Oh, so this is a sequel. I guess.
No, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah, I guess it's not a prequel.
No, not a prequel. I'm actually happy about that.
I'm not.
Well, my thing is, I don't typically like when you get a very ominous, mysterious character, you go back and find out that he was just abused by his dad.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean?
No,
kinda like-
him too?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
get like Jason and
Right.
or like Freddy, you know?
Yeah.
These demons.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, your dad. Was he a drunk? Oh, he was a drunk.
Yeah.
Weird.
He wore a tank top that was tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, figures.
Yeah, it was dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little sweaty. Beat you.
You lived in a trailer home.
Maybe
obviously.
maybe a scene where like you're laying in bed and like your dad's screaming at your mom, and then you just put your headphones on, and we just assume that it went bad.
Yeah, and then you go underneath your bed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like the shadow casts on the floor, and then you
Yeah.
get dragged out of underneath your bed.
Yeah.
Listen,
Wait.
I don't need it.
We don't need it.
Yeah.
So the only reason I'm disappointed it wasn't a prequel. I mean, we got confused with the Leatherface because
Yeah.
that was a prequel. Anyway, this is my thing with the Saw series. I was telling Matt, I thought the first one was absolutely brilliant. The end of the movie blew my freaking mind. I guess we won't spoil it, but you should have seen it by now. This came out so long ago.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. I thought it was amazing. I dealt with the torture stuff because it was so intriguing and interesting as like a thriller. It was like a gory thriller.
Yeah.
Then it just became how many different ways. And I was like, first of all, who the F is sitting at a desk and like, how many other gross ways can we kill people? Because I don't want that guy in the streets. I know he hasn't done it, but his job is to think of it. And it's just, no. It's just not, it was not good.
He's directing Aquaman.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just assuming that there's some other little crony.
I think it's him.
His like weird, creepy friend that he brings, and there's like, How would you kill the people this time? Yeah. That guy.
Let's break the cables.
Yeah.
One more
Right.
together.
I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy doing stuff. I don't know. I mean,
How much is this corn? How much can I have it for?
I don't like
He's
that.
grocery shopping. You know?
Oh, he's grocery shop. Oh, he's buying corn. I hated that. I'm uncomfortable. My stomach feels weird. No, I mean, I was actually kind of thinking it would be cool. It looked like maybe there would be more story, and there was like a different. It's just another Saw movie. I stopped watching after the second one.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I'll say this. I'm not a big Saw fan. None of them. To some varying degrees,
Yeah, Degrassi.
multi-degrees. Degrassi, yeah.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Saw 1 on some levels,
It's the only one I liked.
but I'm not a torture porn guy.
Me neither.
I don't like human brutality and all that kind of stuff. I love horror movies, but that's not
Same.
the kind of horror genre that I'm into or subgenre.
Me neither.
But there are some elements of it that were intriguing
Yeah.
and fascinating. You know, one of the big things that I really want out of a Saw movie is for Jigsaw to get what's coming to him.
Yeah.
I have this feeling in me where I just want retribution
yeah.
and I want vindication.
Because I don't like it.
Yeah,
Makes you uncomfortable.
not a fan of tons of people dying on this guy's account
In the
So-
worst, most horrible
Right.
ways. It just makes me uncomfortable. Like, being scared is kind of like a rush. This just makes me feel sick to my stomach and
Yeah.
uncomfortable, and I don't want an hour and a half of that.
Yeah,
But I got busy. I got stuff to do.
right.
And I'm like looking
Gotta take
for
a
like,
nap.
oh, okay, let me turn my brain off. I'm not like, yeah, I want to feel like I'm going to throw up for 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I
with
mean,
this one, I will say this. This one was a little intriguing, seeing the SWAT team,
Yeah.
like the more procedural
yeah,
part of it. Like it looks like there's going to be an actual effort to find this guy and take him down.
agreed.
Whereas like the people that are captive are more of a subplot,
Yeah, it does kind of look
which
like that.
is cool.
I hope. At least that's how they painted it.
Yeah, that would be really, really nice. That'd be a good I don't know.
Yeah. And it kind of seemed like the people in the game, and I haven't seen this stuff in a long time, so I could be wrong. It seemed like they had a lot more of a chance. Mm-hmm. It's a little more like it almost looked like it was showing them have some success, like
Yeah.
stopping some stuff and everything else,
Yeah.
which could be interesting,
Yeah.
like solving the puzzle.
Yeah, I like that. There was a little more of a lighthearted quality. to it.
Yes, agreed. Like the joke at the
Yeah.
end, like that's not. I was like, oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, this is just a trailer. It could be terrible. It could be great. It could be totally different than what they're trying to convey. But
Yeah.
based off the trailer, I give the trailer 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5 saw blades.
I would give the trailer like removing the fact that I already know I don't like the Saw series anymore besides the first one. Like I would give it a 7 or 8 and be like, oh, that looks interesting if I didn't already know how gross that can get. Because it actually didn't look... You could make that into like a PG-13 horror movie and just never show the stuff, which I actually would have liked better.
Blood you can have in PG-13. You can't have penetration.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Is that the
makes-
overall rule?
Makes it R.
Like sex too? Like are both those?
I don't know.
don't
All
know.
I know is that if you see a blade go into someone, it's R.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would be okay with that. I mean, and sometimes it's scarier to not really. You're like, oh my gosh, you see this horrible torture thing, and then it's like, first of all, it requires them to film it creatively, and still imply the same, but to like literally see like the gross stuff that's happening, just like it's just not into it. So I would say like 7 or 8 because it just looks good for what they're trying to do. I'm still not gonna go see it.
Fair enough.
So
All right, guys. Well, we ask you if you'd like to follow us on our podcast and what we do and everything like that. Subscribe to this channel and go follow us at the Transplants Podcast on iTunes and SoundCloud and YouTube and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. We have all the social medias for it. You can find me at Maddie_Gusto.
at Dean Purificato.
Yeah, and till next time, get into this discussion below, and we'll see you.
Ah! I'm dead! Ah!